with Obama, that was, if you go back, that's when we really started to feel the division. That's when it was.
A lot of that was because of white supremacists.
Well, no, I think it was everything. Everything was exaggerated with the Obama administration. It became more about gender. It became more about race. It became more about separating Americans instead of bringing them together.
That was because of right-wing media, though. Well, they were scared to death of a black president.
Look, I don't think everybody is at fault. I'm not saying that one person did this, but I'm saying under that administration, it really did cause some. You just people felt like they were being put in camps.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that black man let that brown woman lie on another black man and gave no real pushback to the lie? I have no respect for Charlemagne. She goes on in that interview to talk about Kamala Harris and basically says that Kamala Harris has done nothing since she's been in the White House. That is a lie. Kamala Harris, a lot of people don't seem to understand what the vice president's job really is. The key role of the vice president of the United States is to, 1, preside over the Senate, and 2, to break any ties when it comes to voting, when it comes about. And I believe that Kamala Harris has now set a record for breaking the most ties in the Senate. So she's doing her job. She's presiding over the Senate, and she's breaking ties when it's necessary when it comes down to voting in Congress. Did President sign the border and its chaos and its problems to Kamala Harris? Yes, he did. She went down to the border, she saw some things, and it's not as easy what any of them thought it would be. Right? The Republicans love to brag that Donald Trump went into office and he put forth an executive order to fix the problems at the border. Did he really fix the problems at the border, or did he create more problems at the border? Because I seem to remember that whatever problems they thought they fixed, they ended up with a huge problem, separating children from their parents at the border, forcing those who cross the border, women, into having hysterectomies, right? There's still thousands of children who have yet to find their parents because Donald Trump separated them at the border. It's a huge problem down at the border. However, many Republicans in Congress believe that they have come together to bring forth an immigration policy that would work. The House Republicans refuse to sign off on it because they don't want to give Joe Biden a win. Donald Trump has instructed them, don't pass that bill. I'll do it when I get into office. He was already in office. Why didn't he do it then? To fix the problems at the border calls for more than an executive order where you're going to separate parents from children. Donald Trump's whole policy was a policy of deterrence. You know, if you come here, this is what we're going to do. So you might not want to come here. They came anyway. It takes more than an executive order. It takes thought, skill, experience on immigration and policy and the history of the United States and our Constitution to come up with a meaningful policy that will last for years to come. And they think they have come to that type of policy. And yeah, Republicans are like, nah, we're not going to do it because we're not going to give Joe Biden a win. They don't care about what's happening at the border. They love being able to complain about what's happening at the border. However, to say that Kamala Harris has done nothing is a lie, right? In addition to doing what she is supposed to do, she has also successfully confirmed all the nominees that President Joe Biden has appointed to his administration. She did that. Kamala Harris also serves as Joe Biden's main representative in regards to diplomatic relations abroad. The billions of dollars allocated for HBCUs, that's because of Kamala Harris. Yeah, Kamala Harris pushed Joe Biden to allocate billions of dollars for HBCUs all across this country. In addition to working on immigration, she's also overseeing the healthcare system and the education system. Because of her progressive policies, she has been able to expand healthcare. Millions of additional people here in the United States have been able to obtain healthcare. When the government increased the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour, yeah, Kamala Harris had a hand in that too. Kamala Harris is responsible for bringing more diversity into administrative positions in the federal government. She's the reason why we see more black women in leadership roles in the federal government. The Emmett Till anti-lynching bill, that was Kamala Harris. She got Joe Biden to sign that bill into law. And Kamala Harris has done so much more. She has specifically been a champion for criminal justice reform. She has been working with senators and representatives to try to bring about laws in regards to gun violence here in this country. She has been championing climate change, environmental issues. She's been trying to work to bring some meaningful change, bring forth some meaningful legislation into all of these areas. So please stop with the lies in saying that Kamala Harris has done nothing. Remember, we started with what the vice president's role actually is, and that is to preside over the Senate and to break ties when necessary. I just listed several things that she's done outside of that, and I haven't touched on all of them. So if you continue with the lie that Kamala Harris has done nothing, either one, you're ill-informed and you're ignorant, or two, you're purposefully lying to your following. And why would you do that?